Hey Flosstube, it's Brooke with Stitchbythebrook, back for another update. I'm so glad to be back with you. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining. And if you are a return viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate it. Okay, I have a lot to share because as always, it's been a long time since I've been here. And so I'll just jump right in with the making. So I have been doing a lot of sewing. I've made a few more blocks for the Moto Block Heads challenge. I didn't bring the first block in. I think that's the only one I had shown you, and I am behind on my blocks, and I don't know which week these are, but I have made a few more blocks. I am loving this. It's a little bit of a challenge because it's, it's kind of different for me. I usually am making quilts where every block is the same. It's just the, same block 20 times or 30 times or whatever. And so this is fun. I mean, I have made quilts where the blocks were different, but for the most part, I made quilts where the block is the same over and over and over. Or I say for the most part. That's probably right, for the most part. Oh, which reminds me, let me talk about this quilt. So you can't really see much of it. This quilt is about 60 by 72. It's not bound. It doesn't have a label on it yet. This is actually my daughter's quilt. So she wanted to take a quilting class, and so the class that was offered was last Friday. It was the beginner class that was offered was last Friday. She's never made a quilt. She's done some sewing, but she's never made a quilt, and so she wanted to take a quilt class with me, and I was like, of course, yes. I mean, how exciting is that? If you're a quilter, like if your kid wants to quilt with you, you're so excited. So we did get her top quilted. Mine's not quilted yet, but I wanted to show you this backing. Can you see that tie-dye? It's so fun, so fun. I'm not sure what my backing will be yet, but anyway, so that's been really a blast to make a quilt with her. So, all right, back to the making. I took Tiger Lily's class called Queen Takes Center Stage. That was the class, name of the class. And I didn't use, I just bought the PDF pattern. And with that pattern, you had access to her live, and you had access to, she made a pre-recorded instructional video. And so I watched that ahead of time before the live. And then during the live, she plays back the recorded instructional video, and you can ask questions and things like that. So I really liked that. I liked having that, the pattern ahead of time, the instructional video ahead of time. I really liked that. And so this is the bag I made. I didn't use the Queen Takes Center Stage's patchwork. And if you ordered the kit, it's all Tula Pink, and you get a, I forgot her line that had the ladies. Anyway, if you know Tula Pink, you know what I'm talking about. But that was the center of one side of the bag. But I just used some fabric I had and made this bag. And I didn't want, I didn't want to use my most precious fabric, Tula Pink, in my first go. And so I made this bag. I like it. I think it's really cute. Her pattern has like a handle that's sewn from here. It loops around, and I wanted handles. I should have made these a little longer, but if anyway, I was just trying it out, which is why I didn't use precious fabric for my first one. But super cute, super easy, really great beginner bag class if that's something you're interested in. I'm sure she'll have that pattern. I would think. I think she has that pattern available. So if that's interesting to you, then check that out. I've been going nuts on project bags. You guys know that. We've talked about this. My husband was like, do you need more project bags? Yes, I do. I need all the project bags. Also, side note, I want to show you some project bags I've made. But so this is whips. These are whips. I got them all out of baskets and labeled them. I bought these little white tags on Amazon, and let's see, I have one here. And I just put the name of the pattern and the designer, and I just left it on the string that it comes on. I don't know if that will be a forever thing for me or not, or I'll change that string out for the cable tie or something. I don't know. But I can tell, all I have to do is look at that paper tag. I don't have to look inside the bag. If I had clear bags, I could see, but I'm enjoying the fabric project bags, at least for now. So that's what I'm doing. But I'm super excited to have kind of all my whips, and then I have some kitted projects down. There's a shelf below, and so it's nice to have all of that kind of a little bit better organized. So I like that. This is a bag I made recently. Really loving the patriotic. I started, there's the lining. I started Lady of the Flag. I'm going to show that to you. And it actually isn't in a very patriotic bag, but I like it. This is another bag I made. This fabric is vintage. I've had this fabric for a long time. I showed you before, I've showed you my patriotic portfolio that I used for keeping some patriotic stitches in, and I used this fabric in it, but I had just a little bit of it left. I think there is one small piece left, but I love it because it has the presidents on it. Let's see, to tell you how old this fabric is, I think Bill Clinton is the last president that was on this fabric. I don't see his face on either of these two pieces because I just had to use what I had left, but I'm pretty sure Bill Clinton was the last president. So that tells you how old that fabric is. Here's another bag I made. I've made several out of this fabric. I think I bought a yard of this fabric somewhere, Hobby Lobby, I think. And I had this pink, and I lined it with the pink. I don't know if you can see that, but that pink has a sheen to it. I just love it. And then I bought this pink zipper with gold teeth, gold zipper teeth and gold pull. I think I bought that. It's Zipper by the Yard. I think I bought that on Amazon in a big package. It probably had 3 or 5 yards or something. This is another bag I made out of that fabric, and I made a couple other bags, but I've gifted those out of this fabric. And well, this is a smaller one, but there's a project in that. I'll show that to you. I made this little bag. I made a couple of bags. I made 3 bags with this penguin fabric because I started hosting stitchy nights at my house with just a few people, just a handful of people, kind of trying to keep it small. And one of those people is my daughter-in-law, and she is stitching a Christmas stocking for my son for Christmas. Isn't that amazing? Because at her family's Christmas gathering, all the kids, they're not really all kids, right? They're adults, but the kids all have cross-stitch stockings. Her brother even cross-stitched his wife one so that she would have one. Isn't that amazing? Anyway, my son likes penguins, and so she found a penguin pattern, and so she's stitching penguins. It's a stocking that has penguins on it. And so I made a bag, a bigger bag, one that's more this size for her. Sorry, that's upside down, but one that's more this size for her. And I made another one like that for my daughter. And then this was all the penguin fabric I had left, so I made this one for me. Fabric from Stash, some shiny kind of opalescent ribbon. I don't know if you can see that. And then I bought a set of little penguin charms. I took one and then I gave each of them one. And then I have shiny, just white fabric for the lining. So this is a bag that I made. This is a gift for someone that I need to get it mailed out, but I hadn't mailed it yet, so I thought I would show it to you. And I'm going to make myself one that will be very similar. It'll be out of this fabric, and I don't know, but if my friend watches this, she'll know it's for her probably. But anyway, this theme, this nautical theme, seemed to be fitting. I found that fabric somewhere. I don't know. I mean, I just saw it somewhere, and I knew I wanted to make a bag for her out of that, and so I bought it. I don't remember where. I recently took some, I had 4 half-yard cuts of some patriotic fabric. I have lots of other patriotic fabric, but 4 half-yard cuts that I wanted to quilt and make some bags out of. And so this is Lori Holt's Americana line. This is red. I also have some in blue, but this is the only bag I've actually completed. And so it's the only one I have to show you today. But I love that it's quilted. And you know, I was looking for, I know I have like some stars and stripes quilting motifs, but I couldn't, I just wanted to do this. I wanted to do something not super patriotic for the quilting. And I messed up when I put this zipper on, and so I kind of have a little bit of a raw edge, but it's okay. I'm okay with it. I like, it's made with soft and stable, so it's really sturdy, stands up on its own. And that one's for me, so I'm okay with the raw edge. But after I put it together, I was like, man, what was I thinking? This is a bag that I made. I bought this fabric at Hobby House when I went last spring. Love it so much, so much. And I, you know, contemplated about how to cut it, because I think I had a half yard. That was nerve-wracking. That was probably more work than it needed to be. But anyway, I finally just went for it, and that's how it ended up. And it's got the stars on the inside. I need some more of that stars fabric. I really like it. Okay. Let's see. Now, let me talk about quilts. So, I got the pattern right here. I think I talked to you last time, about this quilt, that Krista and I are making this quilt. And this is the version I'm doing with this teal background. The teal background is the original pattern. Boxcar kitted it up with one of the light blues in the center. I think it's this print right here, but I can't swear to it. It's really tiny, so you can't really see anyway. But I wanted the teal, and so Krista was placing an order at Fat Quarter Shop, and so she ordered me some of that teal so she could make shipping. And when we were at the Chatterbox retreat, I started on my quilt, and I got all of these blocks done. And then I'm sharing, because I feel like sharing is caring, right? Sharing is caring. And then I was working on my 9 patches, and I was just zipping along. Okay, do you guys, can you see that? Can you see that seam allowance? That's about 1/4 of an inch. Do you see that seam allowance? Do you see that? Not 1/4 of an inch. Not 1/4 of an inch. And I don't even know how many of these I had sewn before I realized what I had done. And I just went, that's going to have to go in timeout. So I have to pick out all of that. What happened was I was making some bags, and I had scooted my needle over, and so that I would have a little bit wider seam. And I forgot to change it back when I started making those blocks. Anyway, whatever. You know, it doesn't affect the state of the nation. That's what I keep telling myself. It doesn't affect the state of the nation. I've made several of these little Ort baskets, or you can use them for whatever you want. But I have a bag to show you that I made out of the blue in this fabric too, and then the pink in this. But you know, you just sew 2 squares together, turn them inside out, stitch around the outside, and put your little snaps on. Love these. I made several of these. Not exactly sure what all I'm going to do with them, but I did give one to my daughter, and I made one in yellow for my daughter-in-law because her favorite color is yellow. And this is, you know, it looks like cross stitch, and you know, I don't try to be pushy. I don't want to push my whatever on people, and certainly don't want to do that to my daughter-in-law. And so I didn't want to give her one that was like, this looks like this is for cross stitch, right? And so and again, her favorite color is yellow, and so I said, well, that way you can use it while you're stitching that stocking, and then if you never want to cross stitch again, you can use it for something else, because it doesn't look real, you know, cross stitch related. So anyway, I know I overthink everything, but that's okay. Okay, now let's talk about some stitching. I do have a lot of stitching to show. Well, let me rephrase. I have a lot of projects to show because I start a lot of things. Whether or not there's actually a lot of stitching in any of these, that's debatable. So again, I made this bag. I made another one just like it for a friend. They will have this in their hot little hands here in a week or so. It's getting delivered by somebody else. This is what is in this bag. Loiseau, I think, de Noël, I think. I took 2 years of French in high school. It didn't really stick, but stitching this with Contented Needleworker Kim, I just have a little start on it. I'm not sure if Kim has actually started hers, but we are, you know, quote unquote stitching together. The plan was to start in August, but you know, sometimes you just can't get it done. Here's the floss. It's so good. I love these colors. Love. And I'm pretty sure I am using all the called for. I am almost positive. I'm almost positive this is all called for. It might not be. It might not be. Let me look here. You know what? I think I told a big fat lie. It's not. None of it's called for. Okay, so I lied. I pulled from stash. Oh, no, a couple of them are. A couple of them are. Anyway. Regardless, this is my floss. This is my floss. You know, want to get some more stitches in that, but there just aren't enough hours in the day. I need to retire early is what I need to do, but that's probably not going to happen. This is a bag that I made. Yes, I think I made that at Chatterbox. I made that at the Chatterbox retreat. And let's see what's in there. Let me show this to you. This is, oh yes, strawberry basket pin keep. Is that right? I think that's the name of it. And I started this at the retreat. I don't have the picture to show you, sorry. Here's my floss. Oh, fabric. That other fabric was blue something from my stash. I have no idea. It's from the Vicky endowment, that blue fabric. This is, and I never can remember. Hold on, let me see if no, I don't. Oh no, this is not what I thought it was. This is a piece of something also that I had in stash. I think this came from Vicky. Maybe not. I may have purchased this somewhere. Regardless, I don't know the name of it because it's not marked. And it's the whole piece. So, don't know. Some beautiful neutral. So, that's all I know about that. Okay. This is my Stitching with Housewives portfolio that I made. And I started Zinnia Lane recently. Can't remember if that was before I saw you. I think it was since I saw you last. I started it. This is kind of my travel stitch. And just stitched on some 14 count white Aida. Here's all the floss. That is called for floss on that. Oh, let me show you all this needle minder. Have I showed this to you before? I probably have. I just love it. Positive pants. And it sparkles. Positive pants. I get a kick out of that. I get a kick out of that. Okay, this is a bag I made when Krista and Lisa and I went on a little retreat, little mini retreat, just the three of us to Branson. And this is what is in here. This is Peppermint Lane by It's So Emma. And I started this. I had a girls' weekend with some girlfriends I've known for a long time, and I started this on that weekend. Just a little start. I also had a, and that's just, I pulled floss from stash. Also had a secret stitch that I stitched. I started and finished that weekend, but I can't show it to you. I can't show it to you. It's gone anyway. I gave it to someone because we're collaborating and putting something together for somebody. So that's where that is. Okay, this is a start since I saw you last. Summer Refreshes by Summer House Stitchworks. I am stitching this with my friend Lisa, Black Coffee and Grits. And here's my start. I have all these summer things, or at least a handful of summer things I'm stitching, and you know, summer's almost over, but it's okay. It's all right. I'm stitching that on some fabric from Vicky. I don't remember what it, I have no idea what it is. I don't remember, I don't know. I think I made this bag since I saw you last. Look at that zipper pull. It's a balloon animal. I love it. I made this bag at Chatterbox. I made this bag at Chatterbox. And this has, I'm stitching the Full of Glory. Let me find the picture in here because it's a better picture. In Full Glory, sorry. In Full Glory with my friend Melissa. She is My Sweeties 3 Stitching on Instagram. And I am stitching this on, ooh, I have the extra piece of fabric in there. I don't know, this came from Vicky, and this is my little start. And I'm not sure if that's upside down or right side up. I think I have it marked somewhere, but I'm not sure. But that's my start. That's my start. And that I am using, I think I pulled floss from stash. Yes, I just pulled floss from stash. Just pulled some floss from Stash. Started that at Chatterbox. I started a bunch of stuff at Chatterbox. 4 or 5 things, I think. All right. This is a bag that my daughter and I both made. We each made a bag like this, or maybe I made them both. I can't remember. I may have made them both. But we went on a little girls trip to Galveston. We were just gone 4 days, 3 nights, and we bought these little, it's kind of like a mom and baby dolphin, and it says Galveston Island, and so we put those on our matching bags. And we are both stitching. I should bring her on here sometime. Summer by Emily Call. And I am using floss from Stash, and I'm taking a lot of liberties with this stitch. Just kind of doing my own thing as far as color placement, and I mean, it's very similar, but I'm using a lot more pink than is in the chart, and I think there's a white, and I'm not using any white. I started to, and the white just didn't show up. I could end up putting some white in the middle of one of those flowers, maybe, but it's almost done, really. Here's my floss. It's kind of a mess, but here's my floss. Ooh, I got floss hanging everywhere. Here's my floss. And I'm also using this one DMC. But started that a couple weeks ago. You know, I could have that done by now, but I have to not do so many other things, and that's not going to happen. My daughter and I both made bags like this for our little trip. We quilted the fabric. I quilted this fabric, and she quilted the fabric for our other bag, which I'll show you in a minute. We're both stitching Fox and Rabbit Queen of the Night. Pulled floss from Stash. Here is mine. We started this on our girls' trip. I haven't really touched it since. Haven't really touched it since. And again, just pulled floss from Stash. And took some liberties with some of that too, but I remember that we did that, but I don't remember exactly what it looked like. And we're not using the exact same colors. And I do have some Krynic in here. I did pull Krynic. We'll see if I actually use any of it. Oh. I have stitched with Krynic one time. I did not enjoy it. Or metallic thread. I don't remember if it was actually Krynic, but did not enjoy it. We shall see. And then we have, we also have little dragonflies. Since our zipper pull. This is the other bag we made. Kaylee free motion quilted the fabric, and because my pro stitcher was down, I got strings everywhere. It is back up and running. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Oh, here's my picture. This is Chubby Squirrel by Jeanette Douglas. Just stitching it with floss from Stash. Here is mine. Nothing's ever ironed, people. It's never ironed. It's not going to be ironed. Let's see. Here it is. I was like, I can't get hold of my floss. I had an extra ring in there for some reason. But yeah, just floss from Stash. And I think she and I shared floss, because some of this is variegated, but it's on, you know, some kind of generic floss drop. Okay. All right. Now, here is my Lady of the Flag. And this is a bag that I made, and I made several of these and gifted them at the Chatterbox retreat that I went to. I told you guys about this. This is a friend that I wants to remain anonymous. I almost said her name. Loaned me her chart, and I made copies, put it away because I do not want to mess up her chart. But I also, I'm doing an aqua blue conversion, and you can get this on, there's a Facebook group, a Mirabilia Lady of the Flag Facebook group, and you can get, there are different, they have files on there, and you can get different conversions. There's like you can get red hair conversion or a brunette conversion. There's a not aqua blue, but more like teal, which is really more the color, right, of the Statue of Liberty. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. You guys, look at this floss. It's so much floss, but it's so pretty. I think I actually have a few extra skeins of things because I put what the original called for, and I put the aqua blue conversion, or picked a couple of extra floss for the aqua blue conversion part. I don't remember, but I know there are some extra flosses on there. I have a little bitty start. That's my life, a little bitty start on everything. I get a little stalled out because, and I am stitching this on 30 count. I think it's 30 count. Maybe it's 32. 32 count Constitution fabric by Primitive Hair. So I started it, and I posted a picture of my little start on the Facebook group, and somebody said, basically what they said was, I think you started too far over, that I needed to scoot back this way. But I saw somebody else's, that they're, because this is her, that's the flag pole, I think. And that's how I picked this starting place, was because that's where somebody else had started, because I couldn't figure out where I wanted to start, and I didn't want to try to do a middle start. So I got a little stalled out. I need to take some time and just sit down and figure out if that's right, if that's where I want to start. I probably really need to put this in a bigger bag. This is more like a normal size bag, and she needs a bigger bag because she's a big girl with a lot of fabric. And so, yeah, I just need to take some time and do that, but I haven't done that yet. And until I do, I'm not touching it, because I'm in no hurry, and I certainly don't want to mess it up. Because if I have to start over on that or rip out or something, I might cry. I might cry. This is a bag from Penny and Tunny. Super cute little patriotic bag. Cute little just blue kind of dots, flowers, little blue dot flowers. This is, where's my picture? Here it is. This Land was made, or This Land by Shakespeare's Puddler. I started this at the Chatterbox Retreat. This fabric is, and Michelle Burt will have to tell me, because she always has to tell me what this fabric is, because this is the fabric we got at the Hobby House Retreat. And I never can remember what it's called. Here's my floss. I think it is, I think I pulled from Stash, but it's pretty close to the called for. I think that's what's happening here. But this is 40 count. I am stitching this on 40 count. So, because at the Hobby House Retreat, they had extra cuts of the fabric in 40 count and 36, so I got one of each. So, I have a couple of 40 count stitches. This is a bag that I made out of one of Lori Holt's bag panels. So this is Sweet Wing Studio, Praising My Savior. And I had a little bitty start from Easter, and that's where I am now. You know, and that's another one. And I would show you the floss, but it is just, well, I'll show you. I'll show you. There's the floss. It's just pulled from Stash. But this is one of my all-time favorite fabrics, even though I love Tulip Pink. This is vintage fabric. I just love this blue and pink toile. I love it so much. It's got green in it too, but I just really love it. The little girls and the birds. I have a bag made out of that fabric, you know, with it on the outside, but anyway, I put it on the lining of that bag because it makes me happy when I open it and look in there. All right, and then, let's see, I have, oh, these are plans. That's not, I mean, I had a few stitches, but nothing to even talk about. Okay, let's see. All right, we're going to talk haul and retreat. Haul and retreat together. So at the Chatterbox Retreat, I had told one of the organizers, Katie So Tattered, that I had a friend that might be interested in coming if there was an extra space. And so she reached out and she said, we do have that extra space. We do have one extra space if your friend would want to come. And so I reached out to my friend, Melissa, because we kind of talked about it before. And I said, there's a space. Do you want to come? So she flew in from Arkansas and she came and we had so much fun. She roomed with Krista and I. Or me and Krista, I guess is proper English. Anyway, she made some of the most amazing retreat gifts for people. This is what I got. Y'all, it's beaded. It has beading on it. I've never even done beading, but I'm pretty sure that I don't want to bead for people I barely know. And I mean, we're friends, and you know how you meet somebody and it's like you've known them forever. And you can take this off and do something else with it and use this for something else if you want. But, you know, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it just like she designed it. Anyway, you know how you meet somebody and you're like, I feel like I've known you forever? Okay, so it's kind of like that with Melissa. But she didn't know any of these other people, and she made them one of the, something either the same or very similar. Anyway, of course, everyone was blown away by her generosity. And she had a great time at the retreat. I'm not saying anything she wouldn't say. And anyway, it was just amazing. It was so fun. And she made these, or she gifted these. I don't know if she made them. I'm sorry. I don't even think I asked her. Melissa, did you make these? I don't know if you did, but they're amazing. It was real neat because I think she made some great friendships there. So that was really fun. Anyway, and we have plans to meet up at another retreat in a couple of months. So I'm excited about that. Okay, let me talk about this. Let me move some stuff here. Let me just move some stuff so I can have a place to throw these things when I'm done with them. So y'all know I talk about Temu all the time. Michelle and Lisa don't make fun of me. They tease me all the time, or not all the time, but they tease me about Temu. Like, oh, did you get that on Temu? Yes, I did. You know I did. So, and this may have been Sheen or Shine or whatever. Sheen, Temu, same thing, really, right? Doesn't matter. Or maybe a combination of the two. I can't remember. But I found they have, well, let me show you this one. Okay, so it's a keychain, right? But it's floss bling is what it is. It's floss bling. And so that's a little dragonfly. Isn't that cute? It kind of looks a little bit like stained glass, that one. And they're like $1 something. Yes, I'm not even going to tell you how many I ordered because it's embarrassing, but you're not really getting the full effect. Oh, a pink peacock? Come on. Come on. And somebody, I think my daughter goes, you know, those are like AI generated images. I don't care. I don't care. Look at that one. It's kind of like Beauty and the Beast vibes, isn't it? It's so cute. I'm not going to show you all of them because I bought a bunch. I bought a bunch. I love nesting dolls, and so I bought 2 that were nesting dolls. This one and another one that had like all of the nesting dolls side by side, you know. But anyway, I just think these are so cute for $1 something. And look at this one. Now this one may have been a little bit more. I can't remember. But it says life is short, buy the fabric. It's got a little sewing machine on it. And it had all these charms on it too. Can you see this? See if you can see that. I don't know. Little scissors and a sewing machine and an iron. So cute. And if any of these were more than $1 something, they weren't that much more. You can't, I mean, you can't hardly buy the stuff for that. I bought several patriotic ones. I like this one because it was different. It's on black. Pumpkins. Let's see, is that? Can't tell if that's focusing or not. Hopefully it's focusing. I bought a couple of these. Isn't that amazing? That frame thing. It says, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God. And that is so tiny, I can't read it. It's Joshua 1:9. You would think I would know. We'll be with you wherever you go. I remembered. And I bought several other patriotic things because, yes, all the patriotic. I love all the patriotic all the time. That's the Statue of Liberty. There's the White House. A for America. See it? A for America. A little flag. And then a little heart flag. Little heart flag. That's one style. And then I bought this one. I bought a few of these because I have plans to gift some of these to some people. This one has Statue of Liberty, 2025, and then Uncle Sam's, patriotic Uncle Sam's hat. So I thought that was cute. And I think I'm gonna stop showing everything I buy because it's so long in between videos and I buy a lot of stuff. Sorry for the crinkle. But on the Temu, as my grandma Tuggle probably would say, you can buy gift tags. I say Temu, it could have been Shein, Shine, whatever it is, Shein, whatever. And Amazon too, but I find more variety on the other two places. But they're gift tags, you know, and then you just make them into floss drops. And I just think they're so cute, especially for retreat gifts. And so I bought several kinds of those. I'm only showing you one, but I bought several kinds of those. Okay, now let's see what else is in this bag. Okay, when my daughter and I went to the quilt class, I bought some I did buy some fabric, but I didn't bring that to show you. So you're welcome. Or you want me to, let me know. I don't know. About this pattern. GE Designs does a lot of cool more modern quilt designs. Anyway, I thought that was really cool. About this one's Quilt Addicts Anonymous called Blooming Star. A model of this was in progress up on a design wall, which sold it for me. And these are all $2 patterns. This one's called Gallant, or I think that's how you say that, Gallant. And these are all for Villa Rosa Designs, but they're designed by other people, different people, but they're all for Villa Rosa Designs. And they're all like $2 patterns. Did I say that? This is Pavers. And these three I bought because they're easy. And this is Mint Julep. So they're pre-cut friendly. So both of these are, can be made with layer cakes. And then this one, even though it doesn't say it, can be made with a jelly roll. Maybe a couple of jelly rolls. But anyway, easy quilts. And so I thought that would be good, especially if Haley and I are going to start doing that together. Let me put these here so they don't get squished. Okay, let me think who it was now, because it's been a couple of weeks. Pretty sure it's Laurel. I am a stitch nerd. Showed this Floral Motif sampler, and it's been shown a million places, and a million people are stitching it. And I didn't think I would ever buy it. I'm ready. I just need to pull some fabric. So I had FOMO and needed to get it. So I did. I placed an order at Fat Quarter Shop. My daughter needed some things to get started, so she'd have stuff for quilting. So nothing can travel alone. Can't do that. I bought some Vintage Country Mocha in 36 count. I bought some in 40 count. Look at me buying 40 count. I bought this 14 count Ada just because it's blue, it's aqua, and I thought it was amazing. I bought Picture This Plus. This is 36 count Oracle. Yep, that's pretty true right there. I bought Fiber on a Whim, 36 count in sand. Not sure about this one. It's a little green for me. I don't know. That doesn't look like sand to me. It looks really green. Fiber on a Whim, 36 count. They were having a sale on cross stitch fabric, which is why I went a little nuts. 36 count Dusk, Fiber on a Whim. I love that one. And then Fiber on a Whim, 36 count Tuscan. Also love that. I bought this Christmas floss pack. Sorry for the dog barking. Bought this Christmas floss pack. I think it was on sale, which is why I bought it. And to build my stash a little bit, because it was, even if it wasn't on sale, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was on sale. But even if it wasn't, you know, it's like a one-click go, and you can build your stash a little bit if you just buy floss packs. So like that. Just gonna leave that out. I bought some Lady Dot Creates chenille in Union. I bought some chenille in Brick House, and then Ballerina. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay, here's one of my favorite purchases that I made since I saw you. So, this is my justification, okay? So just let me have it. Just let me have it. Haley needed a little iron to take to class, and so I had a little steam, what do they call those? What is that brand? Steam something. I don't know. It's not a very expensive one, like $20 or $30 or something. And so I gave that one to her. And so I bought this one for myself. I have wanted this since it came out, and I didn't get it, and I didn't get it, and I didn't get it. And so now I got it. I got it. I love it so much. I really don't think that that's showing up as bright as it really is. It's fantastic. It is fantastic. Okay. What else? I got this from a friend. I think my friend Michelle, I think is who I got this from. Michelle Summers. Is that right? Is that who sent this to me? Who I got this from? Texas Wildflower Berry. So cute. I bought this. I Love More Strong. You know, because everybody else has it, so I need it too. At the Silver Needle, when I was there one day, I bought stitchy ornaments from Erica Arndt. A Nutcracker Christmas. I love the Nutcracker. And so I got those. I got, let's see, I think this was a free pattern. It's called Big Dream by Sweet Wing Design. Sweet Wing Studio. Dream Big, I think that's a, got this one from her. On Earth as It Is in Heaven. Okay. All right. Let's see. I got another thread pack. Everything's just kind of dumped in this tub over here. So I got another thread pack from Fat Quarter Shop. This one is Springtime Ornaments, which I probably won't ever get. I don't have that pattern, Springtime Ornaments, I don't think. I don't think I do, but I love this floss. So got that. Then let's see. Oh, I have some more cross-stitch fabric I didn't show you. So this is 36 count Peridot by Fiber on a Whim. This is 36 count lipstick by Fiber on a Whim, and I'm pretty sure I've purchased that before, but it's okay. 36 count Cocoa by Fiber on a Whim. And then 36 count Muted Sedona by Fiber on a Whim. All right, when I was at Chatterbox, I bought some things, and I don't even have more in here, but I bought some floss. So let me just hold this up and show you. I won't, you know, go through all the colors, but it's just fun to look at floss, isn't it? It's just fun to look at the floss. Let's see if I've got any hanging out here. Okay, bought some floss again just to build my stash, and you know, support small. I like to support small when I can. So, and all those blues, I mean, with the patriotic stitching I think I'm gonna do next year, that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so somebody at the retreat had stitched this. In this little pillow, this little tufted pillow, and I just really liked it. So I called Shepherd's Bush and ordered it, and it comes with the floss and the fabric and the charm. So gosh, I just love that. I got my Blooming Roots Hydrangea Hill came in, and that comes with all the floss. I'm in that club. I think that club is over now. Let's see what else I got in here. Some patterns. I got this from Boxcar when I was at the Chatterbox retreat. This is Wildflowers and Freedom by Quaint Rose Needle Arts. This is For Freedom by Moo the Merrier, collaboration with Annie B's Folk Art. Pretty sure there's some other chart in here somewhere too. I picked up Be in My Bonnet Stitch Card Set I. Yeah, but my purchases are buried. It's all right. I picked up some Weeks Dye Works 36 count beige, again at Boxcar, and alabaster. Okay, this is all kind of mixed in. So let's talk about retreat gifts. I'll show you some of this. I won't show everything. There was a lot. Somebody gave us this little heart, and it has a little 2025 charm on it. Lisa L Snaps made a bunch of these, and we got to pick which one we wanted. Let's see what else I want to pull out of here. Oh, and I don't remember where these came from. I think they came from Linda Richter Stitcher, but I can't swear to that. So it's different floss drops. These are like 3D printed. I'm not sure about these. Those look like they came off a laser cutter. Those are really cool. And then the little 4th of July wooden charm. Okay, so there's that. This came from Linda Richter Stitcher. Everybody got one, and it was just random what you got. And I'm like, well, this is perfect for me because I definitely have stash accumulated beyond life expectancy. Oh, I bought some chenillet. I think this is chenillet. Yes. This came from Krista, the Wildflower Stitcher. We got some buttons and some wildflower seeds. I thought that was a really neat idea. That was really sweet. This also came from Melissa. This was her retreat gift, and the other was like a table-mate gift. So some counting pens, some lens wipes, some candy. I haven't even opened this. Looks like there's a little ribbon in there. Okay, let me open it. Let me open it because I haven't even opened it yet. I need to see what's in it. But the cutest little card. The cutest little card on her. Isn't that cute? Came from Sarah Lane Designs. So cute. Oh. Oh, how cute is that? The clustered stars and the steadfast bars, the red, the white, and the blue. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. All right. Let's see. I'll show you that in a minute. Somebody gave us these floss drops. Stephanie made these patriotic tomatoes. Love that. Stephanie was one of my table mates, and we had so much fun at our table. I don't even remember what happened, what was going on, but somebody, if you watch it, somebody can pop on and say, but something, I was trying to get everybody's attention, I think that's right. And I said, people at the table, because I think I was trying to ask if they wanted something from somewhere or something. And so then it became a thing. I think that's right. Don't get me to lying. Don't get me to lying. But anyway, so it became a whole thing. And so now we have a little text chat group on Instagram, people at the table. Somebody gave us that. Okay. Somebody gave us this little plate, which I love. I have some tiny little plate stands, and I have a set of 2 patriotic coasters, and I don't use them, but I set them on that plate stand for decoration, so that's what I'm going to do with that too. Somebody gave us this. I think this came from Terry. Is that right, Terry? Is that right, Terry? She was one of my table mates. Somebody gave us one of these little clear boxes with a bunch of stuff in it. This may have been from the a retreat gift from the retreat collaborators. It has a Chatterbox Stitchers. There's a sticker in there and a coaster. There's a little pair of snips. There's a tape measure and a granola bar. Okay, I think Linda did these too. Linda Richter Stitcher. So cute. Maybe not. That may have been from the retreat people. I can't remember. I can't remember who did what. Okay, this is something I purchased. I wanted to show you these. They're little beads or charms. And I don't know if you can even see that. It's a little pink pumpkin. It's a little pink pumpkin. It's so cute. It's so cute. So they come in pink. It's actually like 2 shades of pink. 2 shades of pink and white. And then I got a bag that has orange, teal, and white. Super cute. I think those came from Amazon. Somebody gave us I think this was from Linda. Linda was just the most gift-giving person. We got all the things. Pretty sure this came from Linda. It was a needle minder. And I can't remember who did this, but this is such a great idea. It's just pieces of wool, like you could close up your pillow with them for finishing, sewn all together with a cute little butterfly button. Is that not adorable? What a great idea. What a great idea. Somebody gave us this. It has bubbles and stickers and candy and a needle threader. Also a great idea. Also a great idea, because those needle threaders, it's easy to break those. Okay. All right, let's see. So a couple of weeks ago at the Silver Needle, there was a retreat, and a friend that I made at the Friends Retreat I went to in May. I had to stop thinking when everything was. May. I think that's right. I met Jan Holder, Hoop It Up with Jan. So she was coming to this retreat, and so Krista, my friend Krista, the Wildflower Stitcher, works at the Silver Needle. And so I asked her, I said, hey, we need to kind of do you have any plans to have dinner with Jan? Because I want to have dinner with Jan, but if you already have plans to do that, I'll just join you. And so we went to dinner with Jan. Well, there were 2 other ladies that came, and one of them was, let me get her name, Laura Anderson. And she brought us all, she has a website, no, I guess she's just on Instagram, Abigail's House Handmade Bags. So on Instagram, she is at Abigail's House. Let me show that to you. At Abigail's House. And she gave us these. It's like a floss bed. This has a magnet behind it. So that's a needle minder right there behind her tag. And, you know, if you had something really small, you could just stick it in there, close it up, and boom, that goes in your purse if you're like me and you carry a ginormous purse. And then it's got this vinyl zipper pocket, but inside there's another pocket. Isn't that amazing? And so sweet for her just to give that to us. I thought that was so sweet. Okay, let's see. I went to, I've got a couple more. I've got a couple more bags of these cute gift tags. I'll show you. I have like 3 more bags of them over there, all sitting over there for me to put up. I didn't bring them all over here to show you, but I did go to, I bought this at Boxcar, Quilt Till You Wilt. Isn't that funny? Can you see it? Isn't that funny? They have some really cute little bag tags and things. Okay, so we went, since I saw you last, our family went on an Alaskan cruise. So we flew into, our daughter and her husband were the only 2 in our immediate family that didn't go. And we went with my daughter-in-law's family. We've known them forever. So we all went together. It was amazing. We had a great time. And so I bought some things, and I just wanted to show you kind of what I got. So, you know, I'm on a project bag. I'm like going crazy for project bags. So I found this tea towel. It says Alaska on it and has these beautiful flowers. Isn't that pretty? Look at this. Let me just open this up a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to make a bag out of this. I'm not exactly sure what it's going to look like yet, but I'm going to make a bag out of that. So that's one thing I got. And then I bought like pins, you know, like lapel pins, which I've purchased them before. Still haven't made any. Still haven't made the, I want to make needle minders because I have to have all the needle minders also. But I also thought it'd be a nice, like, you know, just to remember the trip. So, just, I don't think I showed you that one. Red Dog Saloon. And then, so I bought this Glacier Bay one, but I also got this key ring because I thought, well, that could be floss bling. So anyway, just a few things to kind of put together and remember my trip. And then it's not just a, you know, something that I never look at, because when I get this out and I use it, then I'll see it and, you know, I can remember my trip. Anyway, that's kind of what I thought. I think that's about it. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I'm under an hour. That's amazing. Or at least it's amazing for me because I'm long-winded. I'm not going to do any giveaways right now. Class starts next week, and we had meetings today, or 3-hour meeting, 1 3-hour meeting. Oh my gosh. And then we have meetings all day tomorrow, and class starts next week. And anyway, it's just a really busy time. I do owe somebody. I need to mail theirs, and I will get that in the mail today. I did see your email. I'm going to respond. I haven't done it yet, but I will. Sorry, I'm not going to get it in the mail today. I will get it in the mail soon, not today. It'll be next week. But what else? I think that's it. I think that's it. All right, thank you again so much for joining me. And if you liked or were inspired by anything you saw here today, please like and subscribe and hit that notification button. Thanks, friends. See you next time. Bye.